Hi there. A few weeks ago, we did a video on how to change data sources for Power BI from a local file to a file in SharePoint Online. And today we're going to do the same thing, except we're going to change from a local folder to a SharePoint folder. And this is a little trickier than changing a file reference because the two connectors don't reference files in the same way. So the local folder is going to pull everything in a folder, whereas the SharePoint folder connector is going to pull everything in a SharePoint site, and then you have to filter it down after it connects. And it's a little bit more complicated also because it's got a step that creates a bunch of helper functions that combine the files. And if you are changing one reference, you have to also update a reference in there. So let's go through how to do this. So the use case for this is if you are trying to schedule refresh on your data source and you don't want to use a gateway and don't want to leave your computer on 24/7, then it helps a lot to have your file source be somewhere in the cloud. So SharePoint is pretty much the easiest place to do this. So here's our local folder query. So this is pulling CSV files from a folder. And to update this to SharePoint Online, what I've done is I uploaded those same files into this folder here. And this is kind of the interesting bit. Since the connectors are so different, I feel like it helps a lot to create a second connection and copy and paste pieces of it into your original query. You'd only want to do this if you've got a whole bunch of query steps that you don't want to redo on your local folder. You should usually just start with SharePoint as your source instead of your local folder, but if you do have to switch it, this is how you go about it. So we're going to copy the site URL. So that is only this part here. So the first word after the word sites, that's your site. I guess you call it your site slug or whatever, but it's just this first part here all the way to the beginning. And we're going to go back to Power BI. And I'm going to add a new source, and we're going to delete this source later, by the way. So this is a temporary query. We're just getting the structure of the connection in here. So we're going to search for the word SharePoint. So SharePoint folder, and connect to that. We're going to paste in our site URL from earlier. Click OK. And you might have to log in at this point. Just make sure to choose Microsoft account if you have an option of which authentication type to use. And we're not going to use this combine and transform because these are a whole slew of different files. They don't have the same data structure. So we're going to go to transform and filter that query first before we do anything else. And actually, I'm going to save the filter step for once we've updated the references because I feel like that's easier. So all right, I'm going to rename this SharePoint folder and whoops, folder. Okay, so we're going to go to the source step here, and we're not actually going to bother expanding these. We're just going to go to the source and copy this whole line right here. So this SharePoint.files line. I'm going to copy that, and then I'm going to jump over to our local folder and go to that same step, so the source step here. And you'll see this one's folder.files right now. We don't want folder.files, we want this SharePoint one, and this is not the last step, so hold up. Now we're going to come over to our sample file, and we're going to update this reference in a similar way, but this one is a little bit tricky. So if I paste this in here, it looks like it's working if I come to this step, but there's an error now over in our local folder query. So what I've found is that if you, I think this navigation step is a little bit different between the local folder and SharePoint. So if you delete this navigation step and then go into one of these files here, so just click into this link to the binary, it's going to do that navigation step, and I'm going to delete these last 3 steps because we only want that navigation. So that then made the error go away. So we're going to come back over here, and now we need to add our filters because you can see it's pulling in a bunch of files that are not the right files. So let's go to our source step, and we've got two things to work with here. We've got the file name and we've got the folder path. And I would recommend filtering on both, because that way if somebody uploads something to your folder that isn't the right file type, it's not going to break your query. So my folder was called CSV, so I'm just going to type that in the search and it should just pop up. So I'm going to filter on that. And I'm going to filter also on the file name just to be safe. So I'm going to say contains and then some word that's always in my file name. So this one is complaints. Double filtering will try and prevent our query from breaking when weird things happen in SharePoint, since it's pulling everything in the SharePoint site by default. Okay, so now if we go to this last step and refresh, everything should be pointed to the new place. And it is, so that is great. And we are done. We have, we're going to delete this other query because this was a temporary one, but we've updated the reference from our local folder to SharePoint Online.